Hello, my friends. Welcome you one more day to the Bible in 5 years. This is a project the Lord put in my heart during COVID. In already like 4 years or more. Didn't do it. So but lately, before the 2024 was over, He quickened in my heart again to do it. And so I guess I'm gonna do it now. And it's a lot of work, you know. I have my regular podcast on Thursdays in Spanish, and but you know I'm doing my best. My wife is starting reading the this section in English, Bible in 5 years, and it's about reading few verses a day, between 15 and 26, 25 verses a day. We're not gonna overwhelm you with a lot of chapters, one or two, like the Bible in a year and all that. And those are very good programs, don't get me wrong. But this is just different style, different pace, and slowly but surely. So you listen a little bit only, in 5 years. So we welcome you, and we are on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Spotify, and from there, any podcast platform, uh, Spotify distributes the shows to all the different ones. Oh, let's read today from Genesis chapter 2, and we're gonna get reading. Alrighty, thank you. So, the man and woman in Eden. When the Lord God made the heavens and the earth, there were no plants or grain growing on the earth, for the Lord God had not sent any rain, and no one was there to cultivate the soil. But water came up out of the ground and watered all the land. And the Lord God formed a man's body from the dust of the ground and breathed into it the breath of life. And the man became a living person. Wow. Then the Lord God planted a garden in Eden. Sorry, it's my little gadget of my Libre 2 in my arm telling me to stop eating sugar. Sorry for the interruption, but these things happen. So, anyways, let's continue reading. So, he formed a man's body from the dust of the ground and breathed into it the breath of life, and the man became a living person. Then the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he placed the man he had created. And the Lord God planted all sorts of trees in the garden, beautiful trees that produce delicious fruit. At the center of the garden, he placed the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Woo-hoo. A river flowed from the land of Eden, watering the garden and then dividing into four branches. One of these branches is the Pishon, which flows around the entire land of Havilah, where gold is found. The gold of that land is exceptionally pure. Aromatic resin and onyx stone are also found there. The second branch is the Gihon, which flows around the entire land of Cush. The third branch is the Tigris, which flows to the east of Ashur. The fourth branch is the Euphrates. The Lord God placed the man in the Garden of Eden to tend and care for it. But the Lord God gave him this warning: you may freely eat any fruit in the garden, except fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat of its fruit, you will surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a companion who will help him. So the Lord God formed from the soil every kind of animal and bird. He brought them to Adam to see what he would call them, and Adam chose a name for each one. He gave names to all the livestock, birds, and wild animals, but still there was no companion suitable for him. So the Lord God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. He took one of Adam's ribs and closed up the place from which he had taken it. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib and brought her to Adam. At last, Adam exclaimed, she is part of my own flesh and bone. She will be called woman because she was taken out of a man. This explains why a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. Now, although Adam and his wife were both naked, neither of them felt any shame. Well, this is the end of our reading for today, and we thank you for accompanying us today. And again, my wife was doing this part of the reading in English. I do the part in Spanish, in the same channels, the same platforms. But if I don't get any feedback, anybody wants me to continue reading English, I think I'm gonna drop it after 7 days. I'm gonna do up to 7 episodes in English, and if I don't get no response, I will drop it, and I will continue doing the Spanish one because it's a lot of work, and well, that's just life, I guess. Alrighty, well, see you tomorrow to our 7th episode. Well, God bless you. Have a good one.